Antonio. The detectives began surveillance on the stolen vehicle, which had been involved in multiple vehicle burglaries. The undercover detectives, driving unmarked vehicles, requested the assistance of uniformed officers in marked patrol vehicles. Officers maintained surveillance on the stolen vehicle as it drove from IH-10 to Loop 410, eventually exiting at Highway 151 and entering the parking lot at the 600 block of Southwest Loop 410. While at the location, the suspect exited the vehicle. However, as marked units approached the stolen vehicle with their emergency lights activated, the driver re-entered the stolen vehicle and attempted to drive off. The driver of the stolen vehicle then exited the front passenger door and fled on foot. The second suspect exited the vehicle but was quickly apprehended at the scene. An undercover detective ran after the suspect. At the same time, a uniformed officer who stopped his patrol vehicle behind the suspect's vehicle also chased the suspect on foot. The suspect then reached into his clothing and retrieved a handgun. The suspect continued to run, holding the handgun in his right hand. During the foot chase, officers continued giving commands to the suspect to drop the gun and to stop. A single gunshot is heard, and an undercover detective fell to the ground. An officer observed the detective fall after hearing the gunshot, drew his weapon, and fired multiple rounds at the suspect, who was running with a gun in his hand. The handgun the suspect was carrying was recovered at the scene. The suspect was struck several times by police gunfire and fell to the ground. The detective was transported to a local hospital. During the course of the investigation, it was discovered the detective accidentally shot himself. Here is a slowed-down version of the suspect running with a handgun. Officers provided life-saving measures to the suspect at the scene prior to EMS arrival. The suspect, identified as 21-year-old Victor Fernandes, was pronounced deceased at the scene.